This book absolutely wrecked me. I decided to do a challenge where I'm going to be reading the Empyrean series for the first time. Obviously, as we all know, the first book in the series is Fourth Wing, and that's what I'm going to be reading today in today's reading vlog. I've tried so hard to not read this series only because it was so popularized when I first started reading that I didn't even want to put myself with those people. Now, TikTok has convinced me to give this series a try. There are some spoilers, so spoiler warning. I tried my best not to give away too much, but obviously I was excited at some parts. I absolutely lost my mind when I read that. There is some spoilers. You were warned. So without further ado, let's get into the reading vlog. Okay, so I'm about 14% of the way through Fourth Wing. I've been immersive reading on Spotify and on my Kindle and also in the book. So that's a lot of fun. My thoughts on it so far, what is his name? Dane? Love Dane and Violet when they're together. Chef's kiss, it's amazing. Obviously, I know they're not gonna stay together because I've already seen the ships all over my feed because I'm very late to the party. But I will say it's very interesting so far. 14% of the way through, I think, chapter 5. I'm about to start chapter 5. So I'll make another update when I get a little bit further into it. So it's been a while since my last update. I'm actually just finished chapter 29, I think. So I'm about 75% of the way through. My opinions on Dane, absolutely hate him. I know I said the last time that I was on here that their relationship was so cute. It's not. He's annoying. I've written it in my notes the whole time I've been reading. He's annoying. He doesn't know what's best for her, and he keeps coddling her. Like, it frustrates me so much. But Xaden, let's just say that their chemistry is so good. I just finished chapter 29. If you know what chapter 30 is about, or what happens at the end of chapter 29, then you know what's about to go down. So I thought I'd share my thoughts really quick. I do think him liking her was a little bit like rushed because he just kissed her out of nowhere. I mean, the first time I get it, because like the dragons or whatever was like manipulating like her mind, but like the second and third time, I know he's like grown to like her, but maybe just because I'm not seeing his point of view and we're not in his head, I'm not really sure what his thoughts are. I don't know. I think they're really cute though. I think Dane is gonna end up being bad at some point, and he won't break the rules for Violet, which is why I knew they wouldn't last. Well, I knew they wouldn't last because obviously the book's about Violet and Xaden. Even if I didn't know that, he's just too goody two-shoes for her. And I know some people like that, but Xaden and Violet together, amazing. I mean, he's literally shadows and she's lightning. What more connected can they be? Anyways, I'm excited to see. I don't even know if it's going to happen in this book. Probably not. But I'm excited to see Andarna's, is that how you say her name? The golden feather trail dragon. I'm excited to see when she grows up what power or what signet power she'll give to Violet. Okay, I made it to chapter 36. Really ratted out Xaden and didn't want to break the rules for Violet. And he was supposed to be like in love with her, kind of. That doesn't make any sense to me. But chapter 30, that was a very good spicy scene. There was it chapter 32? That was also another scene. Very good. Also, when the Flyers and the Griffins were introduced, I knew that Xaden would never betray Violet. I knew that it was like for a good reason. That was something that like took me for a loop because I didn't think that that's where the book was gonna go. Like, I knew he wasn't gonna betray her, obviously, because he's in love with her. I don't know. I just love Xaden so much. Him and Violet together. It did kind of make me angry because obviously he couldn't tell her. So why are you so mad at him? But I get it. Dane going through her memories without her permission will be the death of me. That made me so upset. Because he didn't even know if anything was going on bad with Xaden. But he still did it because he wants to control her. And I'll miss you, Violet, because he knows that she's about to die. Is crazy when they've been friends since they were like 5 years old. But I'm 92, I think 92% of the way done. I'm reading it on my Kindle still. Isn't she cute? I'm so excited to finish this book, and I know I'm gonna jump into the next one. Iron Flame, or is it Onyx Storm? The second book. I'm gonna jump into it as soon as I'm done with this, and maybe I'll make a reading vlog of me doing that too. The next time you guys hear from me, we'll probably be done with the book and I'll give my final thoughts. Okay. I just finished the last chapter of Fourth Wing. Oh my gosh. The ending of that book, spoiler alert, okay? Brennan being alive, I absolutely lost my mind when I read that. That's crazy. I never even thought that that was like a possibility in my mind for some reason. And I knew at one point Liam was like, yeah, it sounds like him. I thought he just meant like he knew him at one point, not that he was literally alive. I'm wondering if in the next book she's gonna be even more mad at Xaden because he knew her brother was alive this whole time, or if her brother's gonna be like, you can trust him, his fault, I told people not to tell, whatever. But Brennan being alive, the biggest plot twist I think I've ever read. That was insane. Wow. I just feel like I need a few days to marinate what just happened before I can even give a full review on my thoughts. But I also just want to get into the next book. Let's see how long this took me to read. As soon as I finished it on my Kindle, I gave it a 5 stars on Goodreads. I feel like I might have done that prematurely, but that's a pretty good book. Right now for me, right after finishing, that's a 5 star. I started April 25th and it's the 27th today. So it took me 2 full days just to read that. And it was like, what, 600 something pages? I will say I do read a lot faster on my Kindle for some reason than like a physical book. But 2 days for 600 pages, I don't even think I've read Quicksilver that fast. I think Quicksilver at least took me like 3 or 4 days to get through. I was literally so hooked the entire time. I was reading it while I was at work, on my lunch break, when I got home from work. 105 highlights that I did. 6 notes, 105 highlights. That was so freaking good. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't think I've read a book that good in a while. I've been in such a fantasy reading slump, and I've only done romance or mostly romanticies. And I would call Fourth Wing a romantasy, but you don't even get anything like really besides tension until chapter, what was it, like 29 or 30? And also the spicy scenes were so freaking amazing. Rebecca Yarros, let's just say she's tea, okay? Pause. If you see a change in quality, I just got my camera, the Sony ZV-1F. It's amazing. Absolutely love this camera. I'm trying it out for the first time in this video. So if my head's cut off or something isn't working, let me know and I can switch everything. What frustrated me after the battle with the Wyvern and the Venom, and after Liam dies and he told Violet to give Xaden a chance and to forgive him, and she's still acting like a complete a-hole when she wakes up after Xaden literally carried her when he didn't have to, when it's this big secret nobody is supposed to know about, and she's still giving him attitude when she wakes up, is beyond me. I don't understand that. I do wish Rhiannon was with her, but I know it doesn't really make sense for her to be with Violet because she's not part of the relic marked ones, or this whole group. It wouldn't have made sense for her to be there, but I really do love her character. And I think Violet having a best friend in a world with all of these men that she's surrounded by is so good. I hate when authors just like surround the main character, the main female main character, with a bunch of men. Like, no, just give her a baddie to go along beside her, please. I don't know, guys. This book was so much fun, and I definitely will be reading Iron Flame as soon as I get done recording this. I need to know how Britain is alive. Does that mean her dad is alive? Probably not, huh? Are they gonna return back to Basgiath? Will Violet get marked as a traitor too? Are they gonna tell everybody about the Vernon and the Wyvern? Is everybody gonna believe them? I just have so many unanswered questions, which will probably be answered in book 2, so I'm gonna shut my mouth before that's a whole nother thing. I hope you guys enjoyed my impressions on Fourth Wing. I can't wait to read book 2 with you guys. I've already started it, and let's just say, she's tea. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.